It's turkey time. Welcome to Turkey, Istanbul for the first practice of the 2026 Turkish Grand Prix. And it's a very special weekend. One practice session on Wednesday before we get two practice sessions on Thursday before qualifying. And of course, the traditional Grand Prix on Saturday. It's time for FP1 in Istanbul. Man, look at this crowd. They are excited. F1 is finally back in Istanbul. We've been away from this racetrack for years now. I think it was about the last time we were here was 2021. And now, in 2026, we are finally back for the Turkish Grand Prix. This track was indeed a classic track at one point, but now we are finally back here. And oh my, and we come back strong. This is the biggest crowd in F1 history in terms of practice sessions. For the first time in Formula One history, we have sold out the very first practice session. We have over 50,000 fans packed in the grandstands here at Istanbul, so get ready for a great first practice session. We're taking a look here with Ollie Behrman, and the Haas F1 team, they actually got a brand new livery in their partnership with Godzilla, and so they got a brand new livery in Godzilla colors, or at least colors that resemble Godzilla. That's absolutely incredible. I actually really love the livery. It looks really good. I think it's definitely a 9.5 out of 10. That looks beautiful. Nicely done by the Haas team and Ollie Behrman and Esteban Ocon. And these boys, they have a pretty good experience behind the wheel, and the livery just screams Haas. That looks good. And another team that has revealed their new livery is Racing Bulls. Visa Cash Out Racing Bulls, better known as VCARB. They have revealed a special candy apple red for their livery, a Red Bull candy apple red for their drink. And oh my goodness, as we can see, we are riding on board with Arvid Lindblad, the rookie. And oh my, this livery is a 10 out of 10. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Yeah, VCOP, they are like Cadillac in endurance racing with IMSA and the WEC. Their liveries are picture perfect. So Hamilton, he's going to get the fastest time. Now Ocon takes the fastest time. Hamilton is in a Haas sandwich until Max Verstappen comes out of nowhere. Now that's not surprising. Max will pull a trigger out of the shadows until Valtteri Bottas comes across the line. Speaking of which, we are riding with his teammate, Bent Oliver Junebug. Here he comes. Junebug is going to come across the line, and this will be a fairly slow lap. P10. Well, I mean, it's his first time out, and his first practice. You want to be like the calm before the storm. Because, of course, we got qualifying on Friday, which is where we really see the pace in that powerful EN7 Trackhouse Racing Cadillac car. And then the Grand Prix, in which last weekend, it was definitely a mixed bag of chips. I mean, he was pretty mid in the three practice sessions, and then suddenly in qualifying, he gets pole position. And at the first couple laps of the Grand Prix, last time out in Japan at Suzuka, he was dominant. He led the most laps and was going to win the race at first, until he had some problems. He collided. The first collision was with Isaac Hadjar, and then I think he collided with the Audi, if I'm not mistaken, with Gabriel Bortoleto, which caused Gabriel to DNF. So there's a lot of pressure with Junebug. I mean, for the reigning world champion to not win a race so far in the 2026 season's gotta really sting for him. And here in Istanbul, he's got to perform well. He's got to do something to make some noise and to finally win the first Grand Prix of the season, because he is, I think, 7th in the championship standings, his lowest in his entire F1 career. And this is only his second year in Formula One in general. Yeah, this is his second season as of today in his Formula One career, so What can he do in Turkey? We might find out soon. So we can see the Ferrari of Hamilton coming across the line. It's been a mixed bag of chips for Hamilton so far this season 2. P13. Some of the fastest guys of the season, they're taking it slow because it's first practice, and that's okay. It's first practice, and usually because that's the formula these days. The top racing guys, some of these guys, they want to like save their pace until qualifying and the Grand Prix. For example, Max Verstappen, as you can see, he's P5. You usually would see him on the podium spots, and this is pretty interesting. Arvid Lindblad is fastest in the V car, that beautiful looking Racing Bulls car. That looks beautiful. And here's another example. Junebug is P19. Again, the fastest guys, they want to save their pace for second practice, third practice, and then qualifying on Friday. You want to save your pace, you know. Exactly. Some of these guys, they want to do what we call the calm before the storm. That means that they seem like they're sandbagging. They're off the pace compared to their regular pace in qualifying during the actual Grand Prix. And that's a pretty interesting formula. Basically, almost every team and driver has copied that. As we can see, Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari's fastest ahead of Kimi Antonelli. And that's not surprising. Leclerc, he'll do pretty well in that awesome-looking Ferrari. Leclerc's done pretty well so far this season as well. But over his teammate Hamilton, as he's the winning Ferrari driver. Here comes Junebug across the line. What can Junebug do? Where can he put his car? P5. He'll take that. That's not bad. Not bad whatsoever. Definitely a good job. Piastri, he can't do much, and that's kind of surprising. Usually Oscar would do a little bit better than that, but I guess today he's just taking it slow. As Russell's now up to P2, that puts Junebug 6th. Meanwhile, his teammate Bottas is P8. That's pretty surprising. And look at the V-Car boys, P4 and P10. I'm not sure what's going on with the Racing Bulls drivers, but my goodness, are they fast. Yeah, they come in this weekend with a lot of pace and a lot of speed. And right now they're P4 and P10. Or at least the team, they're in P4 and P10. Arvid Lindblad is 4th, and Liam Lawson is in the 10th place. He's in the top 10, P10 for Liam Lawson. And Carlos Sainz in the Williams, P7. Not bad for him. And Nico Hülkenberg in the Audi. We talked about how fast the Audi boys were at the beginning of the season. Last weekend, they were real good until Hülkenberg got a 4-car puncture during the virtual safety car during the end of the Grand Prix, or at least the full safety car during the end of the Grand Prix last time in Suzuka. Not bad either way. And man, oh man, we got again over 50,000 fans in the stands. I'm counting. Let's see. I'm looking at the total fan count. We have 61,000 fans. Yes, when I say over 50,000, I mean it. We actually got 61,000 fans in the grandstands. That is incredible. You can't convince me otherwise. And you know, when you're in the crowd, you always want to come to a special event and bring your still camera, because you're going to get some great pictures of these absolutely incredible cars. We say this every time so far here on Speed. You hear this a lot on Speed. But when you're in the crowd, please do yourself a favor and bring your still camera, because you're going to get some phenomenal and great pictures. And feel free to post them online. Share them with your friends and family. And hey, you might as well introduce them to Formula One so that they can become, who knows, future F1 fans, and they'll attend the next Turkish Grand Prix next year. Or in this case, they can still attend any other Grand Prix outside of Turkey. And let me tell you, it's absolutely incredible. Yes, indeed, the fans are so wonderful. Thank you so much. You guys are the best fans in the world. We are riding on board with Kimi Antonelli in the Mercedes, car number 12, across the line, and nothing much. And Junebug, he's actually dropped to 7th. His teammate Bottas is now 9th. They trapped Esteban Ocon. They're now in a Cadillac sandwich. An EN7 Trackhouse Racing Cadillac sandwich, to be precise. And I think that's it. Unless Russell can do something. Here comes Hadjar. I don't think he'll do much. Nope, he stays P15. Let's see what Oscar can do. Let's see. Oh, here comes Russell. They're about to come across the line almost at the same time. Here comes Russell and Piastri. No. So Charles Leclerc will be on pole. Leclerc takes pole in first practice. That is interesting. I bet come second practice and third practice, both on Thursday tomorrow, we'll see the Ferrari with some really interesting pace. But not bad from Charles Leclerc. He is fastest, and that is really good for him. Not bad for Charles Leclerc and the Ferrari. Leclerc is P1 here in first practice at the Istanbul Park in Turkey. Really, really impressive. Oh yeah, really good pace with Ferrari. As Leclerc, he takes pole in FP1. So it's Charles Leclerc ahead of George Russell, Arvid Lindblad, Carlos Sainz, Kimi Antonelli, Nico Hulkenberg, Ben Junebug, Esteban Ocon. And how about that? Lindblad P3 and Sainz P4? That's a really interesting lineup. And Hulkenberg P6. Not surprising that it's Bottas and Max Verstappen. And we got Lando Norris P13, Hamilton 14th, Hadjar 15th, and Piastri in P17. Well, I mean, it's first practice. In due time, these guys will improve on their lap times come second practice tomorrow. And as well as third practice. Well, Turkish Grand Prix fans, we are back, and it's 2026.